Welcome to the game room.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Alright, we are still working on our Dead Man's Hand starter box, and I'm working on another Lawmen, and shouldn't take us too long to get this one done, so simple color scheme. Let's see how quickly we can get this guy done. Alright, so alright, so there's not a whole lot. Many different colors. We got pants, boots, his vest, his shirt up here, ascot there, skin, hair, hat, gun of course, and the jacket. So let's go ahead and start with probably the skin and the ascot, the skin, and the shirt up here at the top. Okay, for the skin, if you've watched other videos you've seen, we do with the tan flesh followed by barbarian flesh, and in a little bit we will do the flesh wash to pull all those together. So we're going to go ahead and start with that. Most of the paints I use are Army Painter and Contrast. So I do have some Vallejo, I don't have a lot. No particular reason other than Army Painter offers, great big boxes of stuff for a relatively decent price. And if you've watched my other videos, I really like the contrast paints. Just for ease and getting stuff done quickly, which is really, if you've watched my other videos, that's what I'm after. We try to get things done as quick as possible so you can get them on the table and playing. I'm going to finish this up and we'll be right back. Alright, with the tan flesh done, now I'm going to do the barbarian flesh. And for that, we're really just looking to hit the high points. So we don't want to get it down into all the crevices again. We really just want to hit the higher points just to give it some depth. Don't worry about it looking if it looks a little, blotchy. The flesh wash will help pull that together. So you don't get all the way up to the edge, just leave some of that dark around the edges, just like it would be if you were to, look at your shirt sleeve or something. You can see where it's dark as it gets right up to the edge. And all I'm really doing here is I have the brush and I'm just kind of pulling it flat across the ridges, just so that it touches the ridges, doesn't really get down into, don't want it to get down into the crevices. I just want it to touch the top. Alright, next up is the white. I just use the matte white from Army Painter. You can use whatever white you wish. And this is just going to be for this part of the shirt right up here around the collar. And on the side. I guess that actually is the collar. Looks like it's jacket everywhere else. And I'm just going to touch up the mustache so when we use the other color on the mustache it will come through. Okay. Okay, for his suit, basically, so everything except for his vest, basically his jacket and his pants, we're going to use a Space Wolf's Gray. I'm using Space Wolf's Gray. You use whatever color you want. I'm going to switch over to a little bit larger brush because we're covering a lot more area. But again, you don't want to put it on so much that it gets everywhere, so just be careful. You don't want to go over the areas you've already painted. Now, if you do accidentally get it on something else that you don't want to be this color, let it dry. If you can't get it off quickly, just let it dry and then hit it with your Gray Sear base paint, which I don't know if I mentioned. I did prime these. All of these models are primed in Gray Sear. Whatever basic paint you use, just use that to touch it up. Let it dry, then come back and finish it up. Okay, I'm going to finish getting all this painted with the Space Wolf's Gray and be right back. Alright, with his jacket and pants drying from the Space Wolf's Gray, I'm going to go ahead and do his vest. I'm going to use Flesh Terror's Red for the vest. Alright, let that dry and we'll move on to the next. Alright, just for something different, I'm going to do his hat and belt, holster, and boots all with Skeleton Horde. Normally I use something darker, but I thought this might be just a nice change. We'll see how it comes out. If it sucks, we'll fix it. Alright, let's move on to the next color. Okay, normally I use like gunmetal for guns and stuff, but I have this Model Air Metallic Black, which I really like. It's kind of it's black, but it's metallic. I'm going to use that for the gun just to, again, to vary things up a little bit. And again, if you don't have this color, you can use gunmetal, and then just use a dark wash on it. That's what I normally do. I'm just doing this simply because I'm trying to use some different colors. And this metallic black does have a shine to it, so. On the hilt of the gun, which there's just a tiny little bit that you can see, I'm just going to use a wildwood. You can use any brown or black. You're going to keep the whole gun black. Totally up to you. Alright, almost done. I'm going to use Indian Yellow for his hair and mustache to kind of give him a yellowish blonde look. Okay, and now, probably should have done this before the Indian Yellow, but oh well. Flesh wash on the skin. And this you kind of want to put on, just get it down into the crevices, let it run down into all the crevices, all the little nooks and crannies of the skin. And once that dries, it'll pull those two colors together really well. And for his face, we want to be careful around our end in the yellow, so we don't want to just slop it all on there. You want to be careful around your other colors as well. And I'm going to switch to my smaller brush so I can get it in there. Alright, one more color. Alright, so we have one more spot for his ascot. I'm going to do Dark Angel's Green. This contrast paint, you need to, if it's been sitting, you can still see a little bit there. This will all turn white. You really need to make sure you've given this a really good shake to mix that up. And we really just need a touch. On that ascot right there. Let's just be very careful. And again, you can use whatever color you want. Alright, I'm going to let him dry. We are, as of right now, with him, the painting portion done. We are sitting right at about 25 minutes. Not bad. The video's not that long. The video's sitting at 15 minutes. Let me get him based, and we'll come back and we'll see what it looks like when he's done. Okay, I always forget the star. So, weapon bronze is what I'm using. And we'll go ahead and finish him off with that badge. And you can always come back and give that a wash if you want to darken that up. But there you go. He's complete, folks. Not bad. Total paint time was literally right at 25 minutes. This video is right at 16 minutes. So again, the contrast paints and not even all contrast. Some of the Army Painter and even a Vallejo paint. You can get a good result really quick without spending a ton of time. Just it takes a little bit of getting used to. But the contrast paints I really like because you can get stuff done very, very quickly. So again, I hope this helps. Continue watching. I've got a few more videos planned for my Dead Man's Hand series. We did get to start playing the game. It is a blast. It's a lot of fun. And I did get the other 3 books. There's 4 books. I did introduce everybody, but the main rule book is the one we've been playing out of. And so we've been playing like Lawmen against Outlaws mostly, which is why I want to get these finished up. So stay tuned for more videos. And again, give me a like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you have any comments, if there's anything you want to see, let me know, and I will try to get it on as soon as possible. So anyway, thanks for watching, and as always, have a good evening. Bye now.